Hello and welcome to the Pedal Cycle Workshop here in Sheffield. End of the season, but things are still ticking along. We're absolutely rammed as usual. Today, just a quick unboxing, a quick look at some new Bont cycling shoes. I get on really well with Bonts. I've been running the Bont Helix shoe for about 4 years now, I think. They wore out. I've tried some Lakes, which I get on with quite well as well, but I do miss the foot-shaped design. I think it's absolutely incredible that there's only one brand on the market, Bont, who make an SPD shoe that is actually shaped like a foot. Seems like an odd thing that only one company would be doing. Anyway, these are some new, we've gone for some new Vapors. So this is the new 2023 version. And they call these the 2023 microfiber. They've got a bit more perforation going on there, so let's just have a look. They've literally just arrived. Yeah, nice. So I think these are cracking looking shoes. Really nice shoe. Double boa on there. It's the micro boa as well. We've got that bathtub. You can feel that straight away, that bathtub shape on the carbon sole. So see that sharp edge there. Goes up to the heel too. So that carbon wraps around. Same on the inside. That sharp edge is there. So that it's kind of bathtub shaped as opposed to being a carbon plate on the bottom. It wraps around all the way from the front to the back, which means it can't bend. The shape of it just cannot bend. So it's much, much stiffer. I think it means they can use a thinner carbon as well and get the weight down. On the thickness of the sole, I do find as well that when I went to the Lakes, I had to put my saddle up a little bit. And when I go back to these, I have to put my saddle down. They're really low profile. The cleat sits really close to the bottom of the shoe. So I think that's a bit of a success too. Standard 3-bolt SPD-SL mounting on the bottom. I run Speedplays, but you don't really find many 4-bolt specific Speedplay shoes now. All the Speedplays come with adapters. Sorry, Wahoo Speedplays come with adapters, so you can run them on the old SPD-SLs. Same rubber bumper that came on the Helix. These lasted really well, actually. I find it really annoying when you buy a nice carbon lightweight shoe and it's got really inadequate guards, and the leather and the carbon just gets scuffed up the second you walk anywhere in them. But that's the exact same bumper that I had on the Helixes, and it lasts really well. Doesn't look too bad as well. It's all right. Still a small bumper on the back, replaceable. Does get a bit scratched up around the heel when you're walking on gravel, but generally it's not too bad. So that's the new highly perforated microfiber finish, and like I said, those new bow dials. Really enjoying these, or going to enjoy these, because before they didn't have the micro adjustment in both directions. So these can be tightened and loosened in small increments. Before you had to pop the whole dial, lose all the tension in the shoe, and then pop it back in and wind it up and guess back to where you were. Whereas these, you can just reach down whilst you're riding and make a small adjustment. So that's definitely a big improvement there. Obviously there's two of them. Got the mounting bolts in the box too. They should be stainless steel so they won't rust up. And that's the second shoe. Let's get them on the scales. There's a bit of packing. So on the scales, we've got 24787, 8 for the one, and that's the pair there coming in 494, 493. But yeah, 248, pretty good going. That's a lot lighter than than the Lakes I'm running right now. One last thing is on that insole. That was a bit of a negative point brought up by a reviewer, that the insole that these come with is a little bit on the basic side. Let's have a look. So Bont do a range of higher end insoles, and you'd think when you're spending over £300 on a shoe that you'd get the best insoles the company make. Not so. These are literally just a piece of foam. There is nothing else going on with these. Low dual density, not particularly thick. Not shaped in any way. I don't mind the lack of arch support. I think arch support is all a bit of a missell. I don't want to support my arch. But yeah, I've got quite low volume feet, so I'll probably end up putting a slightly thicker insole than that. And it's not too bad. I've seen worse in terms of thickness, but I'll run a slightly thicker insole with a bit of a microfiber coating on as well, just to absorb a bit of sweat. So that's the new 2023 Bont Vapors. If you buy a set, that's what they'll look like when they come out of the box. Cheers for tuning in.